In a matter of days, a shelter in downtown San Diego for at-risk women will be closing down, at least for the time being. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Jesse Pagan. The Old Central Library was transformed into a 36-bed shelter in January. The goal was to get vulnerable women off the streets and on a path to housing.
CBS 8's Richard Allen shows us why it must now close down and what will happen to the women staying there. Richard?
And while the shelter here will be shutting down on July 23rd because of permitting issues, the plan is to reopen it in 6 months' time.
It's really a shock to many people, you know.
Katie Hetrick has been homeless for the last few years and has been staying at the Old Central Library in downtown San Diego since February. She and the other women who are currently here were told earlier this week that this shelter will soon be shutting down.
I have no idea where I'm going. I don't have a place to dwell.
A spokesperson for the mayor's office tells CBS 8 that all current clients will be transitioned into a permanent home or another shelter. Since opening as a temporary 36-bed shelter in January, the Old Central Library has served more than 100 women, with nearly half of them survivors of domestic abuse. The special permit to use the site as an overnight shelter is soon expiring, limited to 180 days over a one-year period. City leaders say they intend to reopen it 6 months from now with a new 180-day permit.
It makes no sense how they're doing this.
Homeless advocate Michael McConnell has been an outspoken critic of the city's strategy to combat homelessness.
It's a mess. It's a disaster what's going on in San Diego. And this piecemeal strategy they have of opening something one day and a few months later it has to close down.
The mayor says that the long-term strategy for this property, which has been plagued with a number of problems, including a lack of electricity, is to ultimately transform it into shelter and affordable housing. McConnell says shutting it down, even temporarily, exacerbates the current problem.
There's only so many beds. If they take a person here and put them in this bed over here, they're taking that bed away from somebody else because they closed down the bed over here. It's a shell game. And there's not enough beds.
As for Katie Hetrick, who turns 80 later this year, she says she's taking the shelter's imminent closure in stride.
I'm not worried about it. If I have to go on the street, I'll go back on the street. I'm not worried about anything right now.
And again, the city says it plans to find new shelter for all of the women currently staying here.